Hi everyone, welcome back to English with Yakshi, and today we are gonna go towards Business English Part 2. If you haven't seen the first one, I'll attach a link in the description. So this is my second video on Business English, and again we are gonna understand some phrases which are extremely important in a workplace. So in order to speak like a pro, let's get started. Now, when it comes to professional workplace English, there are some methods or some tones which you should keep in your mind. So, the very first thing is that you should sound professional in meetings, emails, or chats. Even if you're chit-chatting with a coworker, or you're in a meeting, or you're sending out an email, everywhere you have to be professional. Now, the second important thing is that use polite, smart English phrases. Okay, so never be rude at your workplace, or never sound rude in any of your email or messages or WhatsApp communication. Again and again, you have to be polite and smart. Then lead, handle interruptions, share opinions confidently. A lot of times you must observe that you're about to say something, but someone interrupts you, or someone from your team shares an opinion that you have to disregard. So how to do that in a professional manner? That's what we're going to understand today with the help of some phrases. Now, first of all, we have opening up a discussion and pointing out a problem. Let's say that you are a team lead or you are a manager and you have a meeting with your team. And now you have to pinpoint the problems which are happening at your workplace. So what are the phrases which you can use here? So the first one is, okay everyone, let's get started. So this is one of the best phrases which you can use when you are discussing or initiating a conversation related to a problem. Then the second one is, I think we all have noticed the problem of da da da. You can include any problem. Let's say budget issues. So how will you begin? I think we all have noticed the problem of budgeting for the past month. So let's discuss so and so. Then you can continue the conversation. Another one is, let's turn to a problem that's on everyone's mind. So in this one you can understand and focus on one key problem. The fourth one is, we need to tackle the pressing problem which is so and so. And the fifth one is, I know we all have been thinking about the issue of budgeting. So these are 5 phrases which you can use, and these will help you to start a conversation about any problem. Okay. Now, what's the next one? How to focus on a specific issue that you're discussing. Now, you've begun your discussion, and now one by one, your team members, your employees are going to either highlight more about the same problem or dig deeper into it. So, what are the phrases that you can use to sound professional and intellectual at the same time? So, you can say, how can we deal with this problem? What are the underlying causes of this? What is at the root of this problem? What's behind this problem? Perhaps we can begin by breaking down the problem. So here you are understanding that what is the cause or the root of the problem. We often use a term at grassroots level. What's happening? Why is this issue recurring every time? So you can use that phrase as well. So these are the 5 ones which you can use. You can note these down by pausing the video, because these are extremely helpful. You don't have to think in a meeting, okay, how do I say this? How do I come up with the phrase? These are the phrases which you can use and highlight your points. Okay. Now, the next point is that, okay, the discussion has started. You've been discussing the causes of the problem. Now you are digging deeper into it. So everyone is going to say something, correct? Let's say there are 2 people. One says something, he or she is talking about the cause of the problem, and the second one jumps in. Now you as a team member or as a team leader, you have to politely handle interruptions, because if everyone will be interrupting in meetings, then how will we get things done? So the phrases that you can use over here are, hang on Mia, let James finish. Extremely simple, extremely polite, and no one will take offense if you use this phrase, to be honest. Then, hold on, Yang, can we let Anita finish? So sometimes it's like a request. Can we let her finish? Can we let him finish first? Then you can go on. So you always have to politely interrupt. Third one is, I wonder if we can give Regina the opportunity to finish. So if Regina was speaking, she was laying out the points in her mind. So you can always say, let's give her the opportunity to finish, and then we can circle back to the discussion on the table. Okay. The fourth one is, I think it's important that everyone contributes. Now, if you're saying that someone is not saying something, or it's just one person who's speaking and you want to make him pause, you want to make him stop so that the others can speak. In that case, you can use this one. The next one is, let Sarah finish her point. Extremely simple. One moment, John, perhaps we can allow Javier to finish. Okay, so these are the phrases with which you can politely handle interruptions in the meeting. Again, you can note these down, and I would say have a notebook which you revise at the end of every week, because I don't want you to daily revise it. Revise it one day and then use it in your conversations, and the beginning of the next week or the end of a particular week you can revise it again. Okay, so revise these notes on a weekly basis. Then encouraging team collaboration and agreement. Now everyone has shared their opinions, you have got a lot of ideas on the table, and now you want to wind up. You want to wind up the meeting, you want to encourage the team, so you might praise some of them and then give a sense of collaboration and agreement. How can you do that? You can say, I think we are all on the right track. Okay, so once you've had your discussion, once everyone aligns with the goal, with the agenda, then you can use this phrase. The second one is, we are definitely on the same page now. So same page is an idiom which means that everyone understood what's going on and the understanding is in sync. The third one is, I think we're all on the same wavelength. That's again a very nice word to use to make sure that everyone has got what had to be discussed. All right, so these are the phrases. And now this is again an extremely important point, how to politely express negative opinions. Now the previous one that we did over here, this was about handling interruptions. So that's easier. You have to just ask someone to slow down a bit, let the other person finish, and then you can come back to their discussion. But this one over here, this is about telling someone that we cannot go with your opinion. I think this option would be better. Now you should never say, no, you're wrong, I'm right, I should do it this way, we should do it this way, your opinion is extremely dull. No, that's rude. You have to be polite, and more importantly, you have to respect the other person. Even if they're wrong, you have to make sure that their opinion is respected, but there is a better way out to this situation. So that's where your politeness will come in. So the first one is, I can't see that idea working given that so and so. So let's say there was some issue, and you can say that I can't see that idea working given that we're already facing budgeting issues. Maybe the team member said that we should invest more, something like that. Or you can say, I just can't see this working due to the budget constraints and due to the ROI of the business, right? And the third one is, it will be very difficult to implement keeping in mind that we have the meeting tomorrow. Okay, maybe you have a deadline. So these are some expressions which you can use to jot down or to politely put down the opinion of someone in a respectful manner, and then giving them a reason as well. Just saying no doesn't make sense. You should always explain why you are saying no to a particular thing or a particular decision. Okay, now again, this is in continuation, rejecting or eliminating ideas. So you can say, we'll have to discard this option as it isn't feasible. That's one. Two, this is a great idea, but it's just not suitable at this time. Third, I'm afraid we'll have to rule this out. That's a really good phrase. due to the risks involved. Okay, so you should always say, you should give the credits to the employee that okay, this is a great idea, but right now it might not work out because of the current situation. All right, so that's what we did basically. I hope you understood some of the phrases, and I really hope that you will use them at your workplace. So thanks a lot to watch the entire video if you're seeing me here. So start your learning journey, and you can always reach out to me at the given email. Okay, so I hope to see you sometime soon. Thank you.